Hello everyone, welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Gemini for the week of May 11th. And at this time, I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to your channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. And of course, for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And you've also hit the hype button as well. Wow, thank you. And of course, the lovely comments. It is so nice to hear from each and every one of you out there. I truly appreciate it. It makes my week. It gives me inspiration to keep going. So truly, I thank you for doing all of that for me. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. So, looks like for some of you, you're trying to bargain on something, like make a deal, get the best deal for your money. And I don't blame you for that. Definitely watching your bank accounts. And they are growing. But you want to, when you purchase something or buy something, you're definitely looking for the best deal for your reward. So good for you for keeping that. You know, you're starting, for some of you, a new business or going into business with somebody else, like entrepreneurship sort of thing, man in the background. But no matter what it is you're coming into, you're understanding that you can achieve it. You know, this will definitely come into your favor. So you're definitely bargain hunting. You're making sure that, you know, this investment that you're getting into or this business that you're starting is going to pay you more for less. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. New beginnings, new opportunities. You're changing things about yourself and closing the doors on others. There's new deals coming in. You're definitely aligning with something brand new in your life. And you're understanding that it's going to cost you a little bit, but it will reward you in the long haul. So you're making some investments here. Like you've already planted the seed, you know, it's just a matter of seeing how it goes, getting the value, getting, you know, what you put in plus. And the Two of Pentacles, or Two of Rods. So definitely looking for a new trip. You know, you have the whole world in your hands. The opportunities are here. You can see an opportunity where others cannot. And how to work it, that it will work in your favor. So good for you for, you know, recognizing what it is that it takes in order for you to get something that you desire. So you're definitely looking into traveling more. For some of you, so you just, you know, got that little travel bug right now. And just looking out to where the next road is going to lead you. So everything's lining up very nicely for you. And you are very much in line with what it is that you desired. So, wow, you know, you're planning, you're progressing, you're making decisions. You're discovering that sometimes leaving home or your comfort zone gives you more value back than what you put out. Karma, nice. So something nice is coming in. Like, you know, good things are being returned to you for your time, energy, and effort put out. And the universe is bringing this in. Like it's saying, step into the light, come out of the shadows, get noticed. And the Seven of Pentacles. So definitely putting your money where your mouth is. Like you're making good investments. Yes, they will take a little bit of time to develop, but for the long-term view of it, your hard work will pay off. So, you know, you're getting tangible goods for the results that you've put in. So that's wonderful to see for you. So you've made some investments in yourself, your future, your surroundings, and it's starting to come back to you now. And the King of Cups. So you're multitasking right now. You're solving different problems that's been arising, and you're definitely dealing with it. There's a few relationships that have not been all that you had desired. So now that you are more in your strength, you can deal with that sort of stuff. And you are, you're working something out. You're trying to make things go more smoothly. But if it's not, so be it. And you'll just see what happens and what comes back to you. So you're not really putting a lot of energy out there right now in pursuit of what it is you desire, because you already know that it will come back anyhow. So that's good to know. And nice. The Knight of Cups. So there's somebody coming in to give you a hand. Somebody who has a little bit of knowledge, the knight in shining armor, come to save the rainy day, that sort of thing. There's definitely travel plans, and it's by boat for many of you. Now that boat can be a canoe, a kayak on a lake, a dinghy. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're cruising off in a yacht, although that would be lovely and nice as well. But you are right now just offering this. You're seeing how it's going to pan out. Like if this is you stepping into the role of trying to get somebody's attention by asking them out for coffee or trying to get them to notice you by whatever means, you're realizing that it is slowly opening the door. Or this could be happening to you, somebody coming up to you, and you're slowly starting to shine up to them a little bit. 9 of Swords. So you definitely had some nightmares here. Insomnia, not sleeping well for many of you. Nightmares. Feeling hopeless, like you just can't seem to get it all together right now. And this could be you just overanalyzing something as well. Maybe you just overthought something so much that it just caused you to cause yourself unnecessary anxiety. So you're learning to get out of your head and out of your own way here. Relax a little bit, see how things pan out. Because you look like you're a little bit stressed over a situation, but you're not quite sure how it's going to work out, and you don't want to risk your health for this. So you have taught yourself to calm down a little bit, stop overthinking and analyzing, and just see what comes in. Yeah, the Death card. Well, sometimes you have to let go of things, people, places, and things in order to help yourself move forward into your new dream. So there's an ending here coming in for many of you. And that can be in all relationships. So that you can start on a new one. You've changed, you've transformed. This is an ending of a cycle that you can release with relief. Like you'll be glad that when it's over. So that you can step in and start over being who and what you want to be. So this is a new cycle. And you are stepping into it so much more understanding of how it's going to pan out. Yeah, the 9 of Rods. You made your decision. You're quite comfortable in your conviction. You know what it is that you desire, what's going to happen, how it's going to happen in some cases, because you're going to make sure that it does, by whatever means necessary. You've decided to make this your stand. Your decision is made, and, nobody gets to overstep it. Yeah, Tower moment. Yeah, there's something coming down, like unexpectedly for some, but I don't think for you. You already seen this, and you may have already set it up that it comes to an ending, So the sudden change for others is not so much for you. You're awakening, you're releasing stuff, you had that insight, you've taken already action on this, you're starting something fresh and new, and letting this fall where it may. Yeah, the Moon card. Changing direction. Wow, you were really shifting gears. You know, making something in your life more understanding for you, and knowing how to take the other path without having to stress and worry about it. A lot of you are starting to take care of your health, which is good. You know, no more overeating, over drinking, overindulging in anything. You have picked a new path for yourself, and you are just starting on it. So it's a new beginning. And the sun. Yeah, look at you shining. Happy, joy, content. That's a beautiful card to see. You know, it really is. There's positivity here, pleasure, happiness, vitality, which is really nice. Fun, joy, warmth, you know, success, rebirth. So that is, you are really, really changing before your own eyes. Yeah, and the Six of Rods. Getting recognition for all that you've already been through. People are actually starting to see you. You know, and you're getting your attaboys from others of what you've been through, what you've tolerated, how far you've come, what you've succeeded at. You know, you just are putting out the right vibes this week. You know, public recognition. This is your victory, progress. You know, self-confidence is back. Right place, right time. Good for me sort of thing, which is lovely. Oh, Ace of Pentacles. Very nice and unexpected. The Yes card from the universe is a really lucky card. You know, tangible goods, material gains, power, strength. Definitely starting to take care of your health, which is good. Like you are really like taking walks now and enjoying it. Doesn't feel like it's a exercise. You know, it's just you're starting to feel much more in control of your surroundings. Some of you are now getting a financial advisor, like to where to invest your money. It could be a small windfall that you've come into, and it's going to help you step up that ladder more that you want so much. You know, this is a dream that you have desired, and the universe is going, all right, here it comes. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. You finally get to step out of your mind, your naysay. You know, you've held yourself back in self-doubt, realizing that, you know, you can finally release yourself from that, free yourself, no longer questioning, doubting, worrying, stressing, because for the majority of you, it has just been yourself, holding yourself back, negative thoughts, you know, self-imposed restrictions. And now, you know, you're realizing that you no longer need to play that role. You can step into something much more invigorating for your future, understanding that things are really changing around you, and you're okay with that. You can step into this with more strength. All right, and the Seven of Rods. So yeah, see? If there's any challenges or complications, you're standing your ground. Like this is your protection mode. You're in control. You're maintaining control. And you will not take anything or from anybody. Like you are now back in your driver's seat, moving forward with strength and understanding that this is how it's going to be now. Like you have stepped up into that position of power. So you get to rule and make rules. So wow, that's a very powerful position to be in. All right, and one more. And there you are. There's your confirmation. Making good investments, moving forward, understanding that things will come with time. You put a lot of time, energy, and effort into this, and money in some cases. This is your long-term view. Your hard work is paying off. You know, you're getting the results that you had wanted and envisioned. So that's wonderful to see that you have really centered yourself until you accomplish what your desire was. So good for you. All right, and your oracle card. A windfall of money arrives as incentive from others. A very successful project, a happy change in your career. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.